This video shows how to use the Acceptable Separation Distance Electronic Assessment tool to calculate whether acceptable separation distances exist between a building and nearby flammable or explosive objects.
This calculation determines whether or not there is compliance. Let's start with where to go on HUD Exchange to calculate acceptable separation distances. https://www.hudexchange.info/environmental-review/ASD-calculator/.
Let's use an example. Here is the proposed Arena West development site. The closest above-ground tank to the proposed site is a 500-gallon propane tank.
The contents of the tank are typically provided by the tank owner, the local fire department, or the local emergency planning committee database. The tank is approximately 242 feet away from the proposed project site. It is also 1,140 feet away from the nearest building that would be populated by people. We use the ASD tool to calculate the acceptable separation distance for this size tank to see whether or not it is in compliance. First, we would go to the ASD Electronic Assessment tool. Then, we would answer the questions on the screen. Is the container above ground? Yes. Is the container under pressure? Because this particular tank contains a liquid gas, the answer is yes. Does the container hold a cryogenic liquid gas? When discussing the contents of the tank with the tank owner, local fire department, or local emergency planning committee, be sure to ask if the properties of the gas are identified as cryogenic. Because the contents of this tank are propane, the answer is no. Scroll down and enter volume of container. In this example, we know that the tank is 500 gallons. Now that all possible questions have been answered, click on the Calculate Acceptable Separation Distance button. When we click on the Calculate button, we learn that the blast overpressure is 174.17. The ASD is 36.5 feet for the building and 207.2 feet for people. The actual distance is 242 feet for the building and 1,140 feet for people. Our site is in compliance. No further action is required.